Well, hi everybody, it's Richard here, and this is I suppose this is part 3 of the JVC A11 auto return turntable. At least that's what it says on the box. I've been having some real fun today. I've spent about 6 hours trying to work out the dynamics of the return on this particular deck, and I've had it all apart again, and it's been a little bit well, it's tested one's patience, but then when you're dealing with machines that are, 40 plus years old, I suppose it's what you expect really. And so I've been extremely patient. I've had it all apart again after I'd cleaned it all up and greased it all and everything, trying to find out what the problem was. And the upshot is that there is a relationship between the counterweight here, which of course is used to counterbalance the cartridge and stylus which sits under here, the new one I fitted, and the return. And as people will know, there is underneath the deck there is of what they call a velocity cog, a wheel, which then has a prowl, which then when you either eject or the record gets to the very end, it will lift and return the arm to the resting place and switch the deck off. Well, my friend here has got a bit of a mind of his own, and so he's been returning but not turning off. And I've had, in the end, I've given up a little bit. I think I'll just let him bed in a bit with the new grease and all the tightening and that, and I'll road test him in the office like I was going to do with the JVC radio amplifier, and do it from there on in. But anyway, this afternoon I thought I'd just play for you some of the just to see him working, and then if I get a minute I'll actually show you how I've actually had to adjust things a little bit. There's only one adjustment on this machine, and that's underneath the arm, and there's a screw which determines how far the leverage goes to turn the micro switch off, which sits underneath here, which then turns the whole thing off. But anyway, let's have a play. And we've got I've got here the Great British Dance Bands, played by Cole Porter here, some of his music, and we've got I think this one is by, yes, this is by Ray Fox, I think. Let me just check the listings and let's have a look. There we go. Right, no it's not, it's Bad for Me by Ray Noble and his orchestra, and Al Bowley is actually going to be doing some singing for us, so let's have a go and see what this sounds like. Hopefully, all being well, it will lower itself on the record. There we go. Now what should happen is when I press this button, we should return, here we go, to the rest, but of course he decides not to. Oh, doing it a second time. We are having a fun. What are we going to do now? Are we going to leave it there or what? Oh, he's just going to rest. At least he rests there and doesn't actually sit back on the record. I suppose that's something. And the actual switch, if you listen, is so near. So there's an adjuster underneath, and I've tightened it nearly all full on. So I'm going to see what happens then. Now just to see whether he will turn off at the very end of the record. No, he's not going to do that now. Clearly work in progress here. No, he's not going to do it either. So I might have adjusted it too much one way now. Nope. Oh, we're doing strange things this afternoon. You didn't do that earlier. Well, anyway, more fun ahead, I think, here, people, and speak to you all soon. Look forward to your comments.